Between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me, there's never... And it's the king.
This bout is...
Expectations are... Many said this fight would never happen, and yet, here it is, and here we go. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Couldn't land that jab. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Well done with that counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Solid punch. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. Fantastic punch. Defense is not an option for these two. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punching. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. And the Takeover's in some big trouble now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, let's get it started in round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. counter lands. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. And he scores with the counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skill. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Every time they drop their... This is not how the story was supposed... And down goes Amir Khan. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
That punch lands. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. On to the 5th we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That counter punch caught him clean. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Catch and shoot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Nice punch. Nice counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. A straight right just misses. That counter, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about TNT. There's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Counter punch caught him clean. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It's bombs away. Hold that thought. And Lopez is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and hold that thought. Amir Khan is rocked. Down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. Then they get back into the mix again. I want to know what sort of
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Khan in that last round.
Switch on.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Amir Khan in some real trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision.